Greetings, beautiful viewers, this is Smitten. Today we're venturing back into the murky waters of Meta Buster builds, a series where I review a god on stream and construct a build to not only try to maximize their kits, but also break away from the staleness of the meta. This episode, we're taking a look at Chaac in the solo lane. Make sure to comment below and let me know what god I should cover next and catch the next Twitch stream for the live build session. Solo lane is generally tough to build around because it's probably the most situational of all the lanes. However, I'm discarding that concern to do what I want. And while this series is fuel for the fires of the Smite Reddit, I think they'll find the total cost of this build more than enough of a reason to check their skepticism at the door and at least try this out. Coming in at 12,117 gold once you sell off your starter. My primary objective was to build hybrid as all warriors should, but address Chaac's #1 weakness of falling off in the later stages of the game. Chaac falls off late because he has no hard CC outside of a giant silencing ult, and more often than not, players are, in my opinion, building him way too tanky. So, my solution is a hybrid build that leans more towards damage while still maintaining decent protections and utility. This build front loads power to allow you to bully your lane and ward off the enemy jungler. By the time you finish your second item, generally his axe alone is enough to clear a lane, while more protection front-loaded builds will still be struggling. And so, without any further ado, I present to you the Boom Chaac-a-laka solo build! Starting with starters, you'll be picking up Bluestone Pendant and beginning Warrior Tabby while grabbing Health Chalice and 2 mana pots, also teleport. Once Warrior Tabby is finished, grab Shifter Shield. This item is bound to see some future nerfs, so grab it while it's still ridiculously underpriced. This marks the second power spike of the build and fills a dual role by providing a hefty chunk of conditional protections. Next, grab Hide of the Urchin. This item, as well as Shifters, covers both physical and magical protections. And you should have this item completed around the 12 to 15 minute mark. The stacking passive might make this seem more attractive earlier, but you're unlikely to see many kills or assists in solo until you start to roam. Once fully stacked, this provides 65 protections as well as a decent chunk of mana and health. Now we move on to Runeforge Hammer. This item packs a brutal passive that increases damage on an enemy by 15% when they are affected by CC. It also comes in at a minuscule 2,000 gold, so you can complete it quickly. Not only will this get procced off Chaac's heal, you'll have this item online in the teamfight phase of the match, meaning every time a CC happens in a fight, you'll get a free rank 1 Sunder passive on the target. Next we have a pure utility item, Shield of Regrowth. A touch of CDR, a dash of health, a bit of regeneration, and a passive that lets you move at 40% movement speed whenever you heal yourself. You can use it to arrive at a fight sooner, chase down a cowardly enemy, or beat a hasty retreat, all for the low price of 2,100 gold. For the last item on the list, you'll be selling off Bluestone Pendant for Titan's Bane. I can already hear the complaining, but this build leans damage, remember? And what damage build is complete without penetration? If you're desperate for some additional protections on top of the 65 from Hide of the Urchin and the 50 from Shifter Shield, you could opt out for an item of your choice. I'm not here to judge. One last time for good measure. Start off with Bluestone Pendant and Warrior Tabby, grabbing Shifter Shield, then Hide of the Urchin, into Runeforge Hammer, then Shield of Regrowth, and finish off by selling Bluestone for Titan's Bane. As solo lane is rather situational, don't be afraid to deviate from the build as necessary, but also try not to handicap your early damage production. In all my games I've tested this build in, I've gone up against mages, guardians, hunters, assassins, and another Chaac. I've consistently been top damage dealt, taken, and mitigated. Blame it on casuals if you want, but repetition still speaks for the results. Oh, and the only time I've ever had any real problems is when those dirty miscreants ran 3 Sunders while 5 queuing. So, as I said earlier, go try it out and let me know what you think below in the comments. If we tickled your fancy! While you're down there, don't forget to rate and subscribe, and check the description for all the juicy links for my Twitch stream, Twitter, and Facebook. Much love and luck in your future matches. This is Smitten, and I'll catch you in the next one. Much love and